Hi, I'm Cliff Pryor. I'm CEO of the Global Steering Group for Impact Investing. And my background is previously CEO at Big Society Capital, which was the UK's and the world's first wholesale impact investor. And previous to that, work in supporting social enterprises. We are here to drive real impact. We do that through a growing number of countries with national advisory boards for impact investing, and also with global policy interventions with things like the G7, the G20, but also the new International Sustainability Standards Board, impact transparency, impact valuation approaches, and so on. The GSG has previously focused on social factors, emerging markets, etc. But we're seeing more and more that you cannot separate climate action from social action. What we saw last year, climate harms, particularly on vulnerable people, really right at the edge of survival. And yet, at the other side, we've seen in many countries that without the public support for climate action, what the necessary innovations for climate change just can't get through. So for us, Innovation Zero is exactly the place that we wanted to speak. So impact investing is there for measurement, for management, for intentionality. It's the tightest approach compared to, let's say, sustainability and ESG. At the moment, we've got around about 1.2 trillion global AUM of impact investing. But increasingly, what's been called sustainability investing is coming towards impact, and some parts of ESG investing as well. So as an example, just recently we've seen over $1 trillion US coming in with sustainability linked bonds and loans, which are very close to impact investing approaches. I would say that at the moment the US and the EU have the highest level of impact investing, but we're now seeing strong approaches in Latin America, in Africa, particularly in terms of DFI activity, and the big beast, if you like, with 2/3 of the entire population in Asia, already India, Japan, Korea, Australia, New Zealand, all developing their impact practices. Southeast Asia coming along very fast now as well. The G7 Impact Task Force started off two years ago with the UK presidency of the G7 and focused on two areas: impact transparency, the development of impact transparency, and mobilizing capital into emerging markets with a just transition approach, where you're looking at climate, you're also looking at the socio-economic situation, and you're hearing the community voice. So, this isn't something that's just done for Africa, it's part of Africa. We're now looking at a second Impact Task Force launching in April, looking at progress on those areas and also new models, new approaches, new innovations towards impact. And this is something which is it's connected in with the G7, but it's entirely private sector focused. And our rationale for that is that we need the best brains, the best ideas, the new ideas that maybe work, maybe don't work, but we're going to try it out. Whereas the governmental agencies have to be much more cautious. So we're on the innovation side for sure. Well, we're finding that so many people now in the financial world are looking to impact. Maybe they're looking directly to impact investing, but quite often they're using the tools. So the impact measurement and management approaches, which have proved to be much more robust than, let's say, ESG finance. One of the biggest holdbacks at the moment in impact investing and more broadly sustainability investing as well is the dearth of skilled people who have got accredited approaches for impact management and management. So that's something that we're seeing very much, very widely, and are supporting very widely as well. Impact investing is the future. It has to be the future, and with it has to come new innovations, new technologies, whether they're very basic technologies like clean cook stoves in Africa, or whether they are the latest AI and green hydrogen and so on. Impact is definitely our future. The climate challenge that we're all seeing now and saw in pretty dramatic circumstances last year, we now need every type of investment, every type of innovation, every type of technology, every type of governmental approach that we can pull together. And for us, we're offering up impact investing, we're offering up impact tools. And what we're going to see in the next few years is a new world order of finance, which includes impact, includes sustainability. It has to for our futures.